Since the advent of Bitcoin in 2009, more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies have sprung up, together with an entire industry of wallets, apps, and exchanges. Much like Bitcoin, opinion is deeply divided over these alternative digital currencies. Advocates claim that some may represent the future of money, while skeptics warn that they are nothing more than a giant ponzi scheme.
Bitcoin has shown a really sickening tendency to fail.
But regardless of stance, certain things are not in dispute. In their purest form, cryptocurrencies are a type of currency that exists only online, meaning there are no physical banknotes or coins. They are decentralized, meaning no bank or government controls their supply. Instead, they are mined by computers that use their processing power to solve complex mathematical puzzles to generate new units. In its early days, Bitcoin could be mined using just a laptop or desktop computer. These days, vast computer server farms, like this one in a former olivine mine in Norway, are needed to mine Bitcoin. The power consumed by Bitcoin mining operations around the world, most of which are based in China, has reached absurd levels. It surpasses the energy consumption of some relatively large developed countries like Ireland and Austria, which is why many miners are now looking to places like Norway that have an abundance of renewable energy. This mine, for example, is powered by a nearby hydroelectric plant. But where can you actually spend them? Companies including Expedia, Microsoft, and Subway have all opened their digital tills to Bitcoin, as well as a handful of cafes and retailers in major cities like London. A few firms even accept other cryptocurrencies like ethereum, litecoin, and Dash, such as the American online retailer Overstock, but they are still a long way from being mainstream. This is largely due to the issue of price volatility, which means their value can vary wildly from one day to the next. It means that even places that accept cryptocurrency usually price their goods and services in traditional fiat currency like pounds and dollars. The dramatic swings in value mean cryptocurrencies are more often used as a form of speculative investment, with huge gains in 2017 succeeded by crushing losses in 2018. The money made and lost through these price spikes has helped bring attention to this nascent technology, from futurists, hopeful investors, and even criminals. Scammers have sought to benefit from people's eagerness to jump aboard the crypto craze without having any real idea of what they're getting themselves in for.
Because there's all these copycat cryptocurrencies that are going out there, and there's no regulation.
Ingenious hackers have even figured out ways to mine cryptocurrency by secretly hijacking people's computers through web browsers, a process known as cryptojacking. The problem has become so widespread that the UK's National Cybersecurity Centre described it as one of the main cyber threats facing the world. So what now for cryptocurrencies?
And the problem is, Bob, that there's virtually no federal regulation at this point, so it's the Wild West.
Like the internet in the early days, the cryptocurrency space has been described as a Wild West, largely thanks to the lack of regulation surrounding it. Obvious comparisons can be drawn between the 2018 cryptocurrency price crash and the dot-com bubble bursting in 2000. What becomes of the thousands of cryptocurrencies is less sure, but it's likely that only a few of them will ever reach the mainstream. A combination of regulatory and technological progress is needed for the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin to ever be practical for everyday use. The underlying blockchain technology is already being adopted by more than 75 of the world's biggest banks, meaning the similarities between the two may even stretch to the fact that it could be on the verge of mass adoption. All it might take is for one of the tech giants like Apple, Amazon, or Google to integrate them into one of their platforms for their popularity to explode. So while the boom days may be over, like the World Wide Web at the turn of the century, this may be just the beginning for the world of cryptocurrency.